I ain't gonna lie. After that last match, kind of hyped to play some football. Yo, what's up? It's Draco King on the microphone doing what I do best. So, after seeing, well, someone else play Spike Brothers, maybe I kind of want to just go ahead and play the deck. I was gonna do other stuff, but hey, let's not waste time. And yes, this is from the current event that when I'm recording is going on. The Spike Brothers Event, in where you play as Rising Nova as the main Vanguard. Now, I want to go ahead and say something right now just so we can get it out the way. I know that there is a new PG that the deck can play. I'm choosing not to play it because I am playing Mecha Trainer, the best card for this deck. And it just searches a grade, the PG. There's no need for me to superior call it because the added risk to superior calling that PG to use it in charge state is it has to hit. Now, there are ways to do this, but no one has time, and so we don't. So, what do? We play cards that do go into charge state that are grade 2s. There are 3 different grade 2s that we have that go into charge state, and there's 2 grade 3s that do it. The main grade 3, the main grade 2 that you're going to be using to utilize other cards charge state when already on the field is Axe Diver. Because when he's placed and you have a grade 2 or greater rising, you Soul Blast 1, Counter Blast 1, bind 1 card, bind 1 other rear guard that you have, and then immediately superior call it back to an empty rear guard circle. If it was a charge unit, that unit gets +5 until the end of turn. And it basically just allows you to also go ahead and put cards in the charge state as well. Like Cobalt Impulse. Because when it's in the charge state, when the attack that this unit does hits the Vanguard, if it's in charge, choose one of your opponent's rear guards, retire it, and you also draw a card. Very good, very good. And then the last grade 2 that has charge. Heave Weezer. When he's in charge, it gets +10. More power. Awesome. Now, the staple card we're also keeping is, Bracky, because it's still just a really good card. And this deck needs front row circle. It needs circles open. So having the opportunity to use Bracky to just vanish it off the field, same reason why we're using Reckless Express, to just vanish cards off the field to be able to superior call units back to the field. Always good. This grade 3, when placed from your deck, if it's in charge state, you can actually counterblast you can counterblast 1 to superior call a card from your hand to an empty rear guard circle. So put another unit in charge. And then the grade 3, Bulldozer Dobie. If it's in charge, +10. Simple, easy. Now going into the strides. These are very important. You have to play 1 Harmonics Messiah for the Link Joker matchup. If you really just want to rush through your first stride turn, you can play Blizzle and get you to GB2. So the next stride turn, if you live, you're at GB3 to use other cards. But first, let's go through the main first actual stride targets. That would be Godlike Speed, Flash Bruce. He is a stupendous card. Because all he says is, when this unit attack hits the Vanguard, put a card from your hand into Soul, call any card from your deck, and then that unit gets +5 until the end of turn. It's a very simple and easy skill to understand, no more, no less. It's brilliant. But if you don't want to use that as your first stride, you can always go into Tapia Lily. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, you may call a card with the charge from your hand, and it gets +5. And it gets the following ability. You have to understand something very important. This ability is technically written wrong. The actual ability is when sent back to the deck, draw a card. They worded it wrong, but that skill should not work like that. Now, why is GB3 so important with this deck? 2 reasons. First reason, Picard, Dirty Picard, in fact, the great villain, Dirty Picard. GB3, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, counterblast 2, then turn a card in your G-Zone face up, And then put a card from your hand into Soul to call any number of cards from your deck to an empty Vanguard circle for each card face up in your G zone. It gives you additional attacks. But that is also why it's very important to be able to put cards back to the deck in order to utilize open circles. That's what you want. And the other reason is the GR for the set. Shutdown King Miracle Ace. When placed, counterblast 1, Persona Blast. To be able to get the following 2 abilities. When your rear guard is placed from deck, one of your units gets +5 until the end of turn. Now this, if you just keep being able to superior call other units from your deck, you can just give other units +5. It's always good. And then, is GB3 skill. When your rear guard is placed from deck, Soul Blast 2 to call a card from your hand to empty Vanguard circle. I believe it's the opposite. I believe when a card is put back to deck, it's always iffy. It's like I said, it's weird. They word things weird. Anyway, I spent too much time talking. Let's play it again. Are you ready for some football? Yeah. Ooh. The one matchup I was worried about, but oh no, we're going first. Against this matchup, we might not have a good time, but we're going to try it. So, the first thing that you're going to really understand about this deck, when it's facing... oh, that's good. This will help a lot. These grade 1s will help. 1, they soul charge. 2, they're boosters to be able to help fight against what we're facing. Neo Nectar. Neo Nectar has become a good stall deck. It deals out good damage and it can just survive. And with no active main phase attire, you're not really going to be putting in as much damage as you hoped. Then next, I'm going to grab PG. Then, oh, come on. Fair enough. Redemption! We're trying to lay down damage as fast and as early as possible. Because if we don't do it now, we will get punished later. What are you superior calling? Fair enough. Let's play the game. The star quarterback has entered the field. It's time to play. We won't activate the skill. Early heal couldn't be helped. I'm trying to lay down damage now so I can be able to do it later. Cause they gotta spend their they have to spend their first stride turn setting a board up. Because they have to go in this as their first stride. Because they have to do that, I'm not really worried about my own damage to a certain degree. Because I can set up a board in a bit. but I'd rather, and they're going to be able to draw a butt ton of cards. So I'm not really in the carrying mood for that. I want to be able to make sure that I have concrete damage set. They still got to set up a lot with their board because they're also looking for cards too. Disappear, call out this card to there. Oh, they're going to do that for more power. Fair. Yeah, that only works for one time though. It's 3 cards though. Because this will have to go to the rear guard, which I don't mind that. Alright, so now then. No point in trying to rush into Picard. I would rather do this. Let's go into Bruce and have a little bit of fun with him. Soul Blast this out. Soul Blast it. Soul Blast this. We'll put this to Soul. And we'll Superior Call. Oh, yeah, we'll call this. There's it. We'll put this in charge state. Yo, we did it! The rushdown worked! Ooh! 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 The game plan worked. We could not let them get the second stride. Yo! Yo, that would have been over. We had to rush. The rush factor. The boys. We don't take prisoners. Early game rush. Yo, that was hype. Woo, that was good. I was not ready for that. I'll be very honest. But that was awesome. So, that spikes. Early game aggression, especially against a deck that pops off on grade 2. Now, technically, this deck pops off at grade 2, but if you have the ability and the resources to be able to use to rush your opponent just a tad bit to get them to 4 damage before their first grade 3 turn or during their grade 3 turn, and then on your stride turn, you push them after that, always good. Because you always want to push. You push. And that is a good push. We broke through the defenses and hit for home. We got it, baby. Ooh, sorry, I'm standing up. I'm hyped now. That was awesome. So, I really do hope you guys did enjoy that video. If you did, please do me the favor of leaving me a like, commenting, subscribing for more. And until next time, peace.